Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of Talk Exchange. In today's episode, we have several trustees from the National Exchange Club, and we recorded these interviews at convention a couple months ago. So it's kind of an off-the-cuff interview style with these members, and I think you'll enjoy hearing what they have to say and how they help to drive Exchange forward. Hope you enjoy, and we'll see you again next week.
Hi, I'm Rob Davidson. I'm a member of the Santa Rita Exchange Club in Tucson. I'm a past national president, and I'm also a trustee on our foundation board. After watching numerous television commercials for the Shriners, for St. Jude's Hospital, the ASPCA, and others, we came up with an idea to do something similar for Exchange. We put together a couple of commercials touting our new program, which asks people to donate $19 a month to be an advocate for children for Exchange. We're talking about all the positive things that we're doing in child abuse prevention. And if you didn't know it, child abuse prevention affects so many more people than you can imagine. Did you know that a majority of the people in prisons have been exposed to child abuse in one way or another, emotional, sexual, or physical child abuse? You know, it's incomprehensible the amount of money that it costs us in this country to take care of these folks. And what about the personal loss? So we put this program together. I hope you'll share it with your friends. Let them know what we're doing. Maybe they'd be willing to be a part of it. And hopefully they'll pass it on to their friends. If we can get people to participate in this, we can raise money for Exchange, and we can really do some good and get some new members throughout the country, because this would be a good way to expose ourselves to folks.
Hi, I'm Brian Tyler Leonard with Exchange Club of Vero Beach, Florida District. When I first joined, I was told you have to go to your district convention and you have to go to a national convention. I didn't for the first 2 years. Then I went to Phoenix. Had such a great time. Of course, went to San Antonio, and here we are in Louisville. I had to stop and think, where are we at this year? So I'm hooked. I definitely, the amount of people, the friendships, the relationships you develop, it just keeps you coming back more and more. So, and I like that. Right now within our club, something we're trying is we developed a different type of membership where you don't have to come to every luncheon. So you can have a paying membership for all the luncheons included, or you can just be a member that comes to a couple of events. So it's either $80 a month or the $225 a month. The difference is lunches are included. This one isn't, and you just pay for the lunch when you come to lunch. Another thing that we're trying is we just started another social media page. We're doing YouTube videos as a source for outreaching to the community. We've got, it actually went live on Wednesday. So all of the flamingo stuff and all of those they're getting views. I mean, the first video we posted had 1,800 views. Like, it was only up for like 30 minutes. So we're just trying to build brand awareness, and we're trying something new besides Facebook. I'm in the mortgage banking and real estate world. Times are definitely changing. You always got to be creative with how you're reaching your customers and your consumers and be in front of them. One thing that we've been doing is open houses. You do live videos, the feeds. You got to be in front of people, because your buyers change every day, and your demographics are changing. So we're doing that with the YouTube feed with Exchange to kind of bring the same thing to the table to see how it works. Right now, it's not even been live for 4 days, 3 days, but it's a huge turnout. I mean, we're starting to see the numbers. So if we can just build that brand awareness, every video has got the watermark on it with the club logo. So it's going to draw the attention and hopefully bring in a different set of eyes, which could lead to membership. So we're trying something different. Hoping for the best.
I'm with the Harbor Exchange Club in Safety Harbor, Florida. I have been a member for 30 years. Actually, as well, I was raised knowing about Exchange and attending lots of events like our conventions as a child, as I was raised with my parents. So as a member, 30, but way more than that. Through technology, we're able to get our message out there, let people know who we are, about our national project, the prevention of child abuse, and just try and get people to come join Exchange. But what really keeps me in Exchange is our national project, the prevention of child abuse. Because of my exposure to that national project early on, when I went to college, I actually went to school to be a social worker. So I have worked in the field of child abuse prevention for almost 40 years. And it's because of what we selected a long time ago. And I just I wholeheartedly just put everything into the prevention of child abuse and want kids to be safe. And I love that Exchange puts that as our national project. You know, who would not want to be involved in preventing child abuse, keeping kids safe, honoring our veterans and our first responders, giving scholarships to youth, especially our ACE award, you know, where a lot of times they would not be able to go to college without that award. So I think it's just telling our stories and having fun. You know, I think so many times you just bring someone in to your club meeting or to a social or to an event you're putting on, and they see how much fun everyone's having. And you know, it's fun for a cause, right? You know, once you come to a national convention, you probably will not, you know, you won't miss, right? You want to come every year. Again, the friendships, seeing people that, you know, you've known for years. And sometimes this is the only time we get to see each other, right? It's once a year. But you learn so much about Exchange. You get to hear about other clubs and what they're doing. You learn from our child abuse prevention centers and ways you can get involved in your own community. So it's everything. It's the fun, it's the seeing people, and it's really just re-energizing ourselves to go back home and do even more than we've been doing.
I am Julie Harmon, and I am a member of the Exchange Club of Monroe, Michigan. That's my home club. I'm also a member of the Exchange Club of Detroit, and I'm a member of the the Unity Exchange Club of Monroe, Michigan, which is the newest club we just chartered in April. I have been a member of Exchange for 31 years. It's the people, it's the members, it's the community service that we do, the Americanism, our, you know, projects that we do both in Monroe and just national as a whole. I mean, you know, it's just such a positive thing. So one of our premier events is our Law Day, and we've been doing it for 54 years. So we honor a state policeman, a county sheriff, and a city policeman. And in the last 5 years, we've added, Monroe County is a large county. We have a lot of municipal departments, so we added a municipal officer. We have recently added a corrections officer and a 911 dispatcher. And so every year on the Thursday closest to Valentine's Day, we have a law day where we recognize the people that have been selected by their peers from their respective departments. We have a wonderful luncheon. We have most of the judges attend. We typically have about 100 people that day attend our meeting. And we also kind of use it as a mini fundraiser, and we get people to sponsor a cop. I have been to probably 7 conventions. Interestingly enough, the club that I belonged to for several years was not involved at all at the district level or at the national level. We just kind of stayed in our own little shell, in our own little corner. And then we had somebody that started going to national a couple of times, and now we've opened it wide open, and we have 6 members from our club here this year, which is good. I can tell you that once you've attended a national convention, you don't want to miss anymore. The connections that you make friendship-wise, the things that you learn, listening to the speakers that we have, both for like our national project luncheon and like today, our One Nation Under God, they are so motivational that they make you go back to your communities and you just want to be a better, bigger exchange club. I have served as our local club treasurer for over 20 years. I was district treasurer for a couple of years. I've served on the national board as regional vice president. I'm a volunteer field representative. And I just feel like there's more that I could do. This is my profession, is accounting and tax. So I'm very happy to lend any knowledge that I have to the national.
Perfect.